Did you guys see this? Did anyone get that email from Hasbro Pulse? Because this is quite interesting to say the least. But I have to do my normal intro. So what's up, you guys? Welcome to another SHARKNEWZ episode, as today it seems like Hasbro has kind of lost their mind, or they're pretty much hitting damage control. It appears that I recently, or I'm sure a lot of you have probably got the email by now or have checked the socials, that there is a quote-unquote brand new GIJOE Classified card art for the retro style Flint figure. And to those that are out-of-box collectors, this does not apply to you, or the ones who open all their figures, this probably will not apply to you. But for those who have OCD, for those who have a completionist mentality, for those who care about every single release and wants to have every single variant, every single style of figure, this is probably one of the most interesting ways to create another form of FOMO in terms of GIJOE Classified, as if collecting GIJOE Classified wasn't already hard enough. Apparently, if right now I'm looking at Hasbro Pulse's website right now, and I'll put the link in the description below if you have no idea what the hell I'm even talking about. So the link will be in the description below. It appears that there's a, I guess you can say, new card art for Flint, but it's going to be limited quantities. And based on what's said on the Hasbro Pulse website, so I'm going to read this to you guys, and tell me how this makes kind of sense. I don't know. So it says GIJOE Classified Series Retro Card Back Flint for $25. It says, infiltrate Hasbro Pulse's distribution warehouse and switch some of the existing items with our limited edition card back illustration. The select 82 items featured original card back artwork by Rich Pellegrino, but otherwise are indistinct from the original. The chase is on. Then it also says, select Pulse customers who order retro cardback Flint may be surprised to receive a figure with a limited edition alternate cardback art, 82 total, in place of the standard release, available for a limited time or until sold out. So as of right now, I'm looking at the website, it says sold out. Then it talks about the accessories, and then it says surprise limited edition cardback art on 82 of Flint figure orders. GIJOE and Hasbro and all related trademarks, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's talk about this real quickly. Now, the figure aside, the figure is fine. Like, whatever. I don't, like, whatever. The figure is the figure. But for those who own the retro cardback Flint, we all know, and everybody knows at this point, that the card art for the retro GIJOE Classified Flint is probably the most abysmal piece of art we've ever seen in GIJOE at the time, or at least as of right now. But how do you make it worse? Well, not only do we have a very terrible piece of artwork, but Hasbro decided to make a limited edition card back with an even more hideous looking artwork. And again, I want you guys to look at it on the Hasbro Pulse's website. I'll have the link in the description. You take an already terrible piece of art and you make it even more terrible. And if you open your figures, that's totally fine. But if you're someone that collects in packaging, and if you care that much about the artwork, because the artwork is a very pivotal aspect to the GIJOE line. If you collected the old original 80s O-ring figures and beyond, you would know that the artwork is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, with the spark and flames in the background, etc., etc. But with the classified line, we know that they've hit some rocky roads. A lot of the artists are probably aren't even here anymore, and etc., etc. So I won't dive too deep into that. But on top of that, they're probably using AI to create the artwork. Who knows if this is real? But anyways, So the retro card back artwork is abysmal, and then the new artwork is more like this like a kind of looks like oil paint, and the Flint on that artwork looks even worse in my opinion. This is no disrespect to the artist, or if it's an AI, whatever, no disrespect, but it's terrible, let's be honest. The figure again is fine, but this is where it causes FOMO, because if this is a way for Hasbro to sell leftover stock or sell figures that haven't been doing so well in their inventory or at their warehouses or whatever, to create FOMO for those collectors who are in-box collectors or who care so much about variants and other things, then this is going to hit you right in the gut, because if, hear me out, there's only 82 in total, okay? 82. That's really not a lot with the thousands of GIJOE classified collectors out there, especially the in-box one. There's only 82 82 variants, alternate card backs. Now, at the time, looking at the website, it does say sold out, and it says this pre-order item will be available to ship approximately October 1st, 2025, which really isn't about like 4 or 5 days. So not only is it sold out, apparently for those who did pre-order it, said that it's 5 per customer, which is, to our surprise, is nothing new. We know that GIJOE, the team or whatever, the Hasbro, whatever, they always made a lot of their harder exclusive figures 5 per customer, or basically all of them, whatever. Now, if you're someone who has like this OCD and wants to collect every single variant, and you know there's only 82 different art pieces out there, variant card art, and if this is something you really want and it's only 5 per customer, I want you guys to do the math and tell me, how quickly will this sell out? How quickly is 5 per customer when you only have 82 in total? How does that make any sense? Does this cause FOMO? Sure, maybe not to everybody, but it will cause FOMO to a good amount of people. This is a bizarre tactic from Hasbro, and if this is the direction they're going in to sell figures that haven't been doing so well, or just for them to get rid of old figures, then there's a very, very, very highly likely chance that all these other figures that we know of, the retro ones, we could get new alternate artworks too. I mean, if that's something up your alley, sure, this is going to be a disastrous outcome. But again, if you are someone who opens your figures, you throw away your packages, this does not concern you. But for those who keep everything mint in box, I mean, this is going to be a very chaotic situation, to be quite honest. And we know that we're already up to like 200 something classified figures, and we have about like what, I don't know, a good amount of retro figures. So if their scheme now is to create alternate card art so they can resell the same exact figure but just have different artwork, this is going to be a very, very funny scenario. I'm sorry, this is just a bonkers situation, and I just can't help but to laugh at the desperate measures of the situation. Now, you can be someone who can really not care about any of this and it's not a big deal, but you have to remember there are collectors out there who take this very, 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 very seriously. And if they're going to get stressed out and have heart attacks or strokes trying to pre-order a figure that has a variation of a card art, which the term variants or chases or whatever, it's, I don't know. It's crazy. And the thing that I find very interesting about this pre-order itself is that I don't think they even, it says that is it at random, is it not random, or is it just like you want to order a retro Flint but you don't know yourself if you're going to get the actual different packaging, or is this just like you're getting exactly what you're paying for? So I don't know. This is, I don't know, man. This is just not good. Otherwise, the website does have all this other random stuff that talks about it. And I want to quickly go on my my email real quickly and just check this out because there could be some more information on it. So give me 1 second here. Okay, so it has a file card art that says declassified on it, and it says Flint is reporting into Joe Command. I've infiltrated Hasbro Pulse's warehouse and switched 82 of the designated units with our limited edition cardback illustration featuring original artwork by Rich Pellegrino. To the untrained eye, these look like the standard issue. To our seasoned agents in the field, they're in for a pleasant surprise and will spot the difference when the packages hit their dead drops. The chase is on, stay sharp. And it says Flint slipped into Hasbro Pulse's warehouse and pulled a switch. Hidden among the GIJOE Classified Series Retro Flint shipments are 82 limited edition alternate cardbacks outfitted with explosive new art from Rich Pellegrino. They're inspired by the old artwork. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And again, this is no disrespect to the artist, but oh man, it just doesn't look good. Otherwise, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about this situation. The link will be in the description below. This is just a bonkers scenario, and I just wanted to talk about it. So anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think about it, and thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I'll talk to you all in the next episode.